And welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock survival server. And today, there's a couple of things I want to address before we do anything else. In fact, I say a couple of things. It's mainly just one thing. And this might seem like a little bit of a late response to the comments that I've had, but my flower farm video has only just gone out, and I got a lot of comments telling me that the flowers will grow better if they are one block down from the grass. So I want to check that out and then have a look at how we might be able to amend this farm to make that work, because I think it's going to cause problems with all of our rail, but we might be able to do something. Not that this farm isn't very good, it still generates a ridiculous number of flowers, but people seem to be quite uppity in the comments about me not doing it right. So let's look into that, shall we? So if you have no clue what I'm talking about, basically a couple of episodes ago I put out a flower farm video, which is basically just a system for generating a lot of flowers in order for us to get a lot of dyes. And the way it works is that these dispensers bone meal the flowers, which if I demonstrate that, when they get bone mealed, they spread and you get more of that particular colour of flower, which is absolutely great because they are basically duplicating flowers for bone meal, which is very, very easy to get hold of. The great thing about these farms is that sometimes you'll get one, sometimes you'll get two, sometimes you'll get 9 different flowers surrounding the dispenser, which means you're getting a lot of dye back for just one piece of bone meal. However, it has come to my attention that if you bone meal like that, you get less than apparently if you bone meal like this. If your flower is one block down, apparently you'll get a lot more. And there we go. Proof that we got an awful lot of flowers from one piece of bone meal there compared to just the one we did there. Let's do that again. Again, we just got one. Let's get rid of all these ones round here. And do that again, and there you go. We got an awful lot of flowers again. Now, I have actually been told this before in the past, and I probably could have done something with it in my farm design if I wanted to. But the thing I will say, and I've said it a lot of times before, and obviously if you're new to my channel, you won't have heard me saying it, I don't really care about how efficient my farms are. I don't really care about whether they're the best. And what I don't do is I don't troll the internet looking at other people's tutorials and designs before I create my own, because the process of creating my own is what I find most enjoyable about Minecraft. And that process I like to share with you, which is why I leave in the mistakes and getting it wrong. And so you can see, like I do, how to fix these problems and how to get around it. So yeah, I could massively increase the rates of this farm by dropping these down a block. It would mean mucking about with all of these tracks and minecarts underneath to make them go round, which wouldn't be that difficult to do, but I'm not going to do it. And the reason is that I really don't care. I really don't care. This thing generates a ridiculous amount of flowers for the bone meal that I've got, and I've got more bone meal than I can actually store. I've got so much bone meal coming in from all of the different farms that I've got that I'm throwing it away. So the fact that it's not efficient per piece of bone meal really doesn't bother me. And if that bothers you in the chat, well, that's fine. If you're looking for the most efficient and fastest and best farms to make in Minecraft, then you can go find a tutorial for that. This is just a let's play of me having fun playing Minecraft, and you guys can come along for the ride. Okay, so that's cleared that up. And before I finish this little rant, I would like to just say that I really do genuinely appreciate the little bits of tips and stuff that you give me in my comments, but I don't appreciate it when you get all irate and tell me I've done it wrong because someone else has done it better. They're not helpful comments, because don't forget, I'm just having fun and enjoying the process of coming up with something different. It doesn't have to be the best. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Anyway, enough of that, let's get on with today's video. Actually, before we get on, there's something else I feel I want to get off my chest, and it comes back down to diamonds and money. Now, you remember not so long ago, I tried to rob the bank because I didn't have very many diamonds and I was feeling very poor, and that failed miserably because someone else had already robbed the bank, which is very frustrating because that means that I'm very poor. Now, as much as I got lots of nice things and lots of diamonds from Mr. Beardstone for Christmas, I'm still pretty poor in comparison, and I think I would have been a lot richer if it weren't for a few different things that have happened this season. Very early on in this season, Mr. Slack Lizard and I started off a campaign to build an empire that would make us very rich, starting with the rocket shop, which has earned us an awful lot of money. And we know from last season as well that when me and Slack work together and create good shops, we get very rich. However, Slack then went off on his own and did shops without me. First, there was his glass shop, which makes an extraordinary amount of money, and then he had the audacity to build a dye shop or a flower shop, which he claims doesn't make him any money, but we all know that it's making him tons and tons. Why wouldn't it? You know, who's not going shopping for flowers? And flower pots, look. Then he started restocking and reorganizing the barge without me, and look, there's diamonds sat here waiting. To be fair, I do get half of these profits, but that's not the point. The point is that Slack went off on his own and started doing things without me. If he hadn't done that, I would have been substantially richer, having half of the profits from his other farms and his other things. So Slack, I think, owes me a lot of money. And someone else who caused problems for me financially is Jessie B. The rocket shop was doing incredibly well, selling rockets at reasonable prices until Jessie B came along with her little beautiful house that's on top of the hill, selling them cheaper than we were, which just was downright not very nice of her at all. 3 stacks for 1 diamond. I mean, who sells rockets at 3 stacks for 1 diamond? That's just ridiculous. So Jessie B, I feel, owes me money for having almost put me completely out of business on my main line of income. And someone else has cost me an awful lot of diamonds this season, and that just happens to be the ever-expanding empire of Mr. Beardstone. Mr. Beardstone and his incredibly overpriced mini blocks and mob heads, which I created. It's my pack, yet he has the audacity to charge me for them when he sells them. It's just not right. His prices are over the top. I've spent hundreds of diamonds in his shops buying these things, and it's not fair that he's got so many diamonds and I haven't. And then, on top of that, Mr. Beardstone again, with Groover Guy, and Mr. Onion, and Silent Whisper, all kicking me out of the heist to do the bank. I could have had a score of those diamonds as well. I could be absolutely rolling in diamonds right now if it wasn't for those guys. I just don't know what I can do about it. I really don't know what I can do about it. Anyway, rant over, back to the video. This video's, believe it or not about money and rants and other people and things like that. We got stuff to do. We're getting organised today, peeps. We've got projects to sort out. So what do I mean by projects? Well, I mean things like the castle that has never been started and needs building and finishing and all that sort of good stuff. And the beach area that we've started taking on, which is another big project that needs sorting out and finishing off. Well, starting mainly. Lots and lots of buildy things to go on over here. And not too far away from my base, we've got the industrial area, which has got lots and lots more space for lots and lots more farms, which I have lots and lots more plans for. So that's another lot of projects that we need to sort out and do and juggle. Not to mention all of the nether project things that we need to sort out, like the tunnel that is going to link up my base to Slack's base and the concrete farm and all those sorts of things. There's so much stuff to do. So what I've decided to do in the upstairs of my house is put a project board together, which has basically got the 4 main areas that we're going to be working in over the next few videos and all of the different things we need to do for each one. So for instance, in the nether, we've got the concrete farm tunnel and the tunnel to Slack's base that we need to do. For the castle, we've got to design it, build it, do the interior, do the landscaping, and maybe some dungeons underneath as well if we get time. For the beach, we've got the promenade to do, the sand on the beaches, we've got a hotel to build, some stuff in the town to build as well, and some landscaping as well. And for the industrial area, these are all the different types of farms that I'd like to build over there, or at least close by. Some of them are nether-based ones, but most of these we should be able to build over at the actual industrial area. So that's an awful lot of things to be working on, and what I thought might be good is if we added a little bit of each one of the main areas into each of the videos. So for instance, we might start with building some tunnels in the nether, move on to doing some castle design work, then maybe go to do some promenade stuff at the beach, and then go in to do an industrial area thing, maybe a farm of some sort. And if we can add a little bit of each one of those things into each and every video, we should be able to crack on through those projects pretty quickly, and it should make for some more interesting content as well, a little bit more varied. So I'm going to try that at least. But before we want to do anything, what I really like to do is tidy up. And the reason for that is it's good to have a tidy workspace. A tidy house is a tidy mind, as I was always told, and it's bedtime. Let's go back upstairs. But yeah, having a nice tidy area, having a nice tidy up means you know what you've got and what you can deal with, and it's easy to go to those projects then because you can just grab what you need and go and get on with it. So my downstairs area is a big mess. I've got all sorts of shulker boxes everywhere. It's time I got on top of that. Oh, look, there's mini blocks and oh jeez, all sorts, so much stuff. I need more boxes of more places to put junk. Oh. Hello? There's put a hole in my roof. What? What's he? What? Hole in my roof. Oh, now I put a hole in my roof. VC, fine. Okay. Jeez.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
You, just dropping in, are you?
I mean, yeah, in a lot of ways. So, hi. I've heard that you need lots and lots of wood materials. I mean, admittedly, I heard that back in season 1. But I
It's funny you should say that. Because apart from spruce, which I have quite a lot of from you, actually, I've run out everything. Literally everything else, all gone. I will buy many woods, because I hate chopping wood.
Well, you're in luck, because just for today, I can potentially get you quite a few flipping stacks of flipping this at a reasonable price of like, let's say 2 stacks per diamond.
Two stacks per diamond's quite a lot when I'm looking at all of this here. No,
I mean, you don't have to buy all of this.
Well,
you do have to buy all of this. I'm not making you. Just, grab as much as you can pay me and...
Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do, right? If 2 stacks per diamond would work out at 4 diamonds per shulker box, right? So I'll give you 5 diamonds per shulker box and you can keep the change. And I get to keep the shulker boxes.
5 diamonds per shulker box is like 10 stacks.
That's ideal. Good. I'm glad you agree. There you go.
Foxy, that's not how math
There's
works.
15 diamonds. Thank you very much.
Foxy, that's not
What?
how any of this works. It's not
What do you mean?
real enough.
What?
A shulker box holds like 27.
Yes. My maths is
Divided
sound,
by-
Zloy. Don't try and catch me out with your riddles. There's nothing wrong with that
That's
maths.
13 per one at least.
Well, we need to do a better deal then, don't we? Because I mean, I don't really. I'll tell you what. I'll give you another block of diamond. There you go. I think that's fair and square then, isn't it? Seems reasonable.
I mean, that's still barely 1.5. I can just sell you 1.5 shulker box. You don't
No,
have
I need
to buy
all of it.
everything
There you go.
forever.
I had 2 more blocks of diamonds. That's my final offer.
Oh my god, can I just... Where's my calculator? This is embarrassing. Right, so let's say it's 26 divided by 2. It's 13 by 3. That's 39 at least. Oh, you actually paid me 38. Okay, cool, fine.
Right,
That's
okay,
actually-
but hang on a minute. I want some change because this one's missing a stack and that one's missing 2.
Yeah, that's because I calculated 39 by using 26 instead of 27. So each of them is supposed to only miss 1 stack.
Right. Okay. All right. Deal. Good. Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, I know, right? Should have probably calculated all of these, but I'm new to this like direct marketing thing.
Yeah.
Cry out loud.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd see you round here, to be honest with you.
Dude, you wouldn't see me, you wouldn't catch me dead round here. Ever. But you know, you do desperate things when you like in debt for approximately 1,000 diamonds.
Oh, did something happen to your diamonds, did they?
Yeah, apparently like 5 different people broke into it, and I would absolutely sue the pants off of them if we had like any semblance of a courthouse. Then again, if we had, that craft would probably sue the pants off me first.
I hereby declare you must pay all of your diamonds to FoxyNoTail for damages.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, see you later, Zloy. See you later. Goodbye. We might have to change tack for this video then. We have to forget all of the project ideas that we've got on our project boards upstairs because I'm going to build a courthouse so that I can take people to court and get lots of diamonds that way. I'm going to be rich. Oh, there's so many people I can sue for damages and causing me oh, jeez. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Even Zloy. Sure, I can find something on Zloy. Oh, what this is brilliant. Right, I need to get cracking. What builds... What materials do I need for a courthouse? Inspiration time. Well, after a quick flick through Google Images, for the outside of the building, it's predominantly marble, which is the closest thing we've got is quartz, and brick, which, you know, we've got brick, but unfortunately, we haven't got brick. We've hardly got any brick, and we've hardly got any quartz at all. So we're going to have to go shopping. Fortunately, though, the inside is mainly wood, and we've just got loads of wood from Zloy, so that's all right. So, yeah, we're covered on wood. We just need brick and quartz now.
Hi.
Ah, hello. Mr. Zloy.
Yeah?
I am in requirement of 2 of the items that you happen to have on sale, but I'm assuming you're getting these from villagers.
I mean, yeah.
Right. They're very expensive. I need a lot of them. Can I have a discount, please?
I mean, if you're buying in bulk, like with the trees earlier today,
yeah, I
would absolutely take you up on that offer. It's
well, I
like,
would happily buy...
How much of a bulk are you willing?
Well, I'll take a shulker box of brick blocks and a shulker box worth of quartz. I know you need money, Zloy. You told me earlier. You should be quite prepared to do me good deals.
Yeah, I should never tell you that kind of stuff anymore. Like, what? Why? Anyway, buy one at a full price, and I'm just giving you half of the shulker box for free to go with it.
Okay. All right. Okay. But what about the quartz? Because it's the quartz. I mean, it's so expensive, and you're getting it from villagers. It's free for you.
Oh, have you tried getting quartz from villagers?
Yes, which is why I let you do it. So it's easy
That's
and free
my point,
for you.
though.
What?
This is not quartz you're buying. You're buying my precious time. This is literally my life force.
Well, you should have thought about that before you happened to let Dadcraft's diamonds slip through your fingers, shouldn't you? Look, I'm here. I've got 36 diamonds in my pocket, and I would like to walk out with a shulker box of that and a shulker box of bricks.
I'm gonna just basically slash this price in half for you.
What, so they're 1 diamond for 64 instead?
That's still a highway robbery, mind you.
It's still very expensive. Still very expensive.
Well, or you can waste your time trading with a villager, then waiting 20 minutes for him to reset, then trading with a villager.
Right, okay. So what you're saying is I can have a shulker box of each for 36 diamonds.
For 27 twice.
For 36 diamonds. That's a reasonable number. Yeah, I thank you for that.
36 is not 27 twice, Foxy.
What? Of course it is.
It's 54.
54?
You don't have to buy a whole shulker box, though.
50. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Seeing though you're really desperate, right? And I'm also I hate dealing with villagers. I'll give you 50.
You know, whatever, it's fine.
It's a deal.
Cool.
It's a
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
there you go.
that's-
50 diamonds.
Yay, 50
Excellent.
diamonds!
Right.
I
Jeez.
didn't count how many you threw me because I already had the rest of them.
What an
Right.
absolute rip-off. I mean, thanks, Zloy. Thanks. I still get a sugar box and a half for the bricks, right?
Yeah.
Woo!
Wait, no, why? No, you don't.
What? What? You said.
Because you didn't buy it at full price.
I think, oh, okay, fine. You can keep your other. Jeez, whatever. Right, I've got a building to build, Zloy, and I'm running out. Are you waffling on? I've got stuff to do, you know. I'll see you in court. So now that we've got a whole bunch of resources ready, I can only think of one place to build this thing, and that is over here at Chunktown. Now all we've got to do is pick a chunk to build it in, which does mean we will be making a one-chunk build, which I don't know if I can build a courthouse in a one-chunk build. We're going to have to try. So I think the easiest thing to do is fly right up to the top of this gigantic mammoth machine thing, whatever it is, Silence Farm, and have a look around. Maybe this one down here, because it's a little bit out the way, it's not going to get in the way of anyone else, and it won't take too long to sort out. So yeah, I think I'm going to claim this spot right here, and I'm going to build it in the form of a time-lapse. And there we go. I don't think that looks too ridiculous at all. I quite like it. It's very basic. The roof is not particularly exciting, but it's quite difficult to fit in a massive level of detail into a one-chunk build when you're trying to leave as much space as possible for the inside. So looking at this from the outside, it definitely resembles a court building in my eyes, so I'm happy with that. But inside, we really don't have a massive amount of room to play with, considering we could really do with a big bit for the judge to stand on, and the places where the defendants and the accused stand, and then all of the public, I guess, and the witnesses and all that sort of stuff. There's not much room in here at all. So we're going to have to get quite creative with a very small space. So here in the courthouse that I built earlier in creative mode in order to do the flash forward, things are lovely and spacious and nice, but unfortunately this was built as a whole chunk without considering the outside. So if we come out of here, you will see this thing takes up an entire chunk just for the inside, which is a bit of a problem because we don't have this amount of space in our build, which is really frustrating. But I wanted to come back here and show you this with the RTX turned on. I've actually loaded in the latest version of Minecraft to do this, and I really, really like the lighting effects. The misty rays that come through the window, the lamp on the desk, the lanterns, it all really adds in to make a really, really nice effect. And I can't wait to see this thing on Truly Bedrock, but unfortunately we don't have half the space that we've got in here in order to do the same build. So we're going to have to get really creative. Oh, jeez. And I'm Steve. I don't want to be Steve. Oh, jeez, Steve. Go away. And back in my normal creative world, which is actually in Minecraft 1.16.4 still, because I can use things like chunk lines, you can see the two builds side by side. So, again, this is the inside of the courthouse that we've just been in, but without the RTX stuff. And this is the outside of the courthouse, and you can see this area here is a lot smaller than this area we've got here. So we don't have the high ceiling, we don't have the wall stuff going on. We're really going to have to start squeezing things in. So I'm going to do it in creative first and then build it in survival, just so we can work it all out and sort of, get it sorted, really. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do it in creative first. I'm going to do it purely in survival because this building is actually slightly different to the one in my creative world, so it was pointless doing it on there first because it won't fit in this one. Right, I'm going to get to it. I'll see you when it's all done. Well, it might not be quite as impressive as the one in the creative world, particularly without the RTX, but I think I've done a decent enough job. We've got a nice light ceiling to add some light to the room, which is well needed in a room like this. We've got a little emblem I've made out of mini blocks. We've got the little lamp on the desk, and we've got the spaces for the viewers, I guess, the people that are coming to watch the court case go on. We've got the places for the defendants here around this table, and the accused over here. We've also got a little witness box here where you would stand and get asked lots of questions by the lawyers. And obviously we got the judges little bit here, I guess, where they would be elevated above everybody else and be able to look down on the proceedings. So that's pretty much everything I think the courthouse needs. The only thing we need now is a judge and a lawyer. However, as I fly around the chunk town looking at all of the amazing little things that have cropped up here over time, I think I'm going to leave both of those things till the next video and potentially look at some external lighting for that build as well. Just noticed the front looks pretty dark. But yeah, I'm very happy with what's happened here. It's completely off track, not what I expected to do today at all. But hopefully soon we'll be very, very rich after we sued everybody for many, many diamonds. I guess we also need to sort of summon people to court as well, I guess, at some point. So, all that coming up in a future episode. But for now, I would like to say, as usual, thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one if I can escape from all of these bad guys and find a bed somewhere. Oh, yeah, there's one in my chunk thing, isn't there? Just there, look. My camp bed thing. There we go. Ugh. Bye.